applying the Pythagorean theorem and its converse. So in the last video we learned the Pythagorean theorem. We learned that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And this is useful for figuring out the hypotenuse of a right triangle. Okay? There's a number of applications for this. The one that's probably the most common is for figuring out something called the distance formula. Okay? And the distance formula is a way to figure out the distance of any sloped line on a coordinate plane if you know the 2 points, right? If you know the coordinates at the end. Okay? And you can think of this as a right triangle, or the hypotenuse of a right triangle, because you can just drop a line down there and drop a line horizontally there, and you've got your right triangle. Not only do you have your right triangle, but the x or the y value for this point is shared by this point. Okay, so this 2 is also going to be there. And then the x value for this point, the vertical point, is going to be shared by this point. So you actually know the value of this point already. Okay? And we are going to use what we learned in a few lessons ago when we were finding the distance between 2 points when they shared either an x value or a y value. Okay? And if you need a reminder on that, all we're going to do is we're going to subtract the x values from each other and the y values from each other, and we're going to make our answer positive. Okay? So between these 2 points, my x values are the same, so I'm not worried about those ones. I'm going to take my y values, -3 minus 2. -3 minus 2 is going to be a -5. But because this is a distance, it's going to be a +5. Okay. Same thing here. I have 8 minus 4 because it shares the same x value. 8 minus 4 is 4. And because it's positive, I don't have to mess with it. These two are 4 units apart, and these two are 5 units apart. Okay. We're going to use that information to be able to figure out the lengths, the side lengths of our legs of our triangle. All right. So now we're going to derive the distance formula. We start with the Pythagorean theorem. Okay. And for these 2 points, I'm not going to label them as numbers yet. I'm going to just call this one x2 and y2 and x1 and y1. Okay? And I'm going to call them that because right now it doesn't matter what number they are. We're trying to figure out what the formula is, what will always work for any numbers that we put in. Okay? So if we make our triangle, oops, went a little too far. To find this point, I'm going to take my x value, my x2, and subtract it from x1. All right, and that's going to give me this leg, this horizontal leg. Okay, so if this was my A, this is my B, and this is my C, then this leg here, the distance or the length of this leg for A is going to be x2 minus x1. Right? And I keep that squared because that's going to equal A. All right? Same thing for B. My B is going to be equal to y2 minus y1. And then square it, and that equals c squared. Okay? So that's our first step. We've got our distances in there, and we've recognized that this is a right triangle. So now we're going to simplify it a little bit more because we don't want c squared. We want just c by itself. We want this distance. All right. So to get rid of that squared, we're going to come through and we are going to square that and square that. All right. The square root and the squared are going to eliminate each other. So we're going to be left with the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, and that's going to equal our c or our distance. Okay, sometimes you'll see it instead of c here, you'll see a d for distance. All right, and this is the distance formula. Okay, it looks really complicated, but it's actually going to be much easier than trying to figure it out separately and then putting it into the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, you might remember that when we were doing our subtraction on these, we had to turn the answer positive. All right, and we didn't really do that step here. However, because we're squaring it, that automatically turns the answer positive. Because if this was a -3 and we squared it, it would be 9. But if it equaled a +3 and we squared it, it would still equal 9. So either way, we are getting the positive value of that before we add them together. Okay? All right. Let's look at a real problem. So our first concept is finding the distance on a coordinate plane. I've got my distance formula here. I've got my line, and I'm going to go through and count off to find my coordinates. So this is going to be my x value of -1, 2, 3, -3, and y value of -1. Okay, and I'm going to call this point 1. All right, so this one is point 1, and this one up here we'll label as point 2. Okay, and so this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the x value is going to be 5, and the y is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also 5. Great, makes it easy. Okay, so now we're going to subtract our points to get our lengths, right? Our lengths of our legs of our triangle, which would look something like that. Okay, so our x2, our x value for point 2 is going to be 5. Okay, and then our x value for point 1 is going to be -3, so minus a -3. Okay, and I'm going to keep my parentheses and keep my square, and I should actually add my square root already. All right, I'm going to add that to my y2, so the y value of my second point, which is 5, minus the x or the y value of my first point, which is a -1. Square that. Okay, and this is going to equal my distance, right? That distance. Okay, so you won't always get it so that your first value is positive and your second is negative, but if you do, if you can, these negatives are going to cancel out. Okay, so it'll be a positive, it'll be adding. So if I have 5 minus a -3, those both become positive, and it turns into 5 plus 3, or 8 squared. Oh, don't forget your square root. Okay, plus 5 minus a -1, or 5 plus 1, 6 squared, and that's still equal to my distance. And your square root, 8 squared is 64, and that's one of those, if it's under 12, that should be one that you've memorized. So 64 plus 6 squared, which is 36, I can actually shorten up my square root bar now. Okay, equals my distance. 64 plus 36 is equal to 100. And that one's pretty nice because everybody should know that the square root of 100 is equal to 10. Oops, that's not a very good equal sign. So I've figured out that this distance right here is 10. Okay? I've also figured out that this distance here, my x2 minus x1, is going to be 8, and this one is 6. Okay? So I've figured out a whole bunch of things about my distance and my right triangle here.